right, so this is a big picture question, and it can definitely be confusing at first, but we know that he's going to run all the way down and then back along the same route, which means whatever the distance down is will also be the distance back. So whatever distance he runs total divided by 2 would tell you the distance one way or in one direction. So if he runs a total of like 10 miles there and back, that would mean it was 5 miles this way and then 5 miles this way. Okay, so that's the first big picture thing I want to touch on. Now we already know that he ran 3¼ miles. We'll just throw that like right here and pretend he's already run 3¼ and we know he's still running further south. So I kept it on this side. Like we know he didn't wrap around back yet. And now he has to wrap around back and run all the way to the finish line, which is back at the parking lot. So we're told that he is running for 50 more minutes at 8 minutes per mile. And we know that speed equals distance over time. We have a time and we have a speed, but it's actually upside down because speed is distance over time. So it's 1 mile over the time, which is 8 minutes. Now, if we multiply speed times time, we get distance if you just reorganize that formula. So the time is 50 minutes. If I multiply that by 1 mile per 8 minutes, I end up with 50 over 8. And the minutes cancel, and I'm left with just the unit of miles. So I have 50 over 8 miles. And that simplifies to 25 over 4 miles. And if I want to simplify that further, just to really think about it, because we're given a decimal here, I'm fine working in decimals in this situation. Every quarter is worth 0.25, and I know 4 goes evenly into 24 6 times. So this is 6 with a remaining 1/4, which is 6¼ So we have an additional 6¼ miles that we're going to run for a total distance of 3.25 plus 6.25. And that gives us 9.5 total miles. Now that means that each way is going to be half that. So 9.5 over 2, and 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. And the 0.5 divided by 2 is 0.25. And you add those up and you get 4.75. And that is the total distance in each direction. So this distance is 4.75. And the remaining distance after the 3.25 on this side is a total of 1.50. So 1.50 is our answer. That is answer choice A. Now always work to construct your answer to look like the available answer choices in problem solving. We were given decimals here, and so we worked with decimals at the end. Now, typically I like to use fractions instead of decimals, but just given the situation, we decided to go that route at the very end there.